During the height of the Cuban Missile Crisis in October 1962, a single Soviet naval officer, Vasily Arkhipov, famously prevented a potential nuclear war. Arkhipov was the chief of staff for a flotilla of 4 Soviet submarines, one of which, the B-59, was armed with a nuclear torpedo. The B-59 was operating in international waters off the coast of Cuba and had lost contact with Moscow for several days. As the U.S. Navy enforced a blockade around Cuba, American destroyers began dropping, quote, signaling depth charges near the B-59. Unbeknownst to the Americans, the Soviet submarine crew interpreted these charges as actual attacks. Inside the sweltering, high-pressure submarine, with limited air and no communication from headquarters, the B-59's captain, Valentin Savitsky, believed war had already broken out and wanted to launch the nuclear torpedo at a U.S. aircraft carrier. The political officer on board agreed with the launch. However, the protocol for launching the B-59's nuclear torpedo required the unanimous agreement of 3 senior officers: the captain, the political officer, and the chief of staff. This is where Arkhipov became the crucial linchpin. Despite the extreme pressure, intense heat, and mounting panic on board, Arkhipov remained remarkably calm. He argued against the launch, insisting that the depth charges were likely signals, not an indication of actual war. He firmly pushed for them to surface and await orders from Moscow. His resolute refusal to give his consent ultimately prevented the launch of the nuclear torpedo. Had Arkhipov not intervened, the launch of that single nuclear weapon could have triggered a full-scale nuclear war, leading to unimaginable devastation. His decision, made under immense duress and with potentially catastrophic consequences, is widely credited with averting World War III. He continued to serve in the Soviet Navy, retiring as a vice admiral, though his pivotal role in preventing nuclear war wasn't fully known until many years later.